All right, we live. Welcome into Moss Mode meets Conway the Machine. I got obviously Zack Moss, running back for the Buffalo Bills, and we got Conway the Machine in the building. How you guys feeling?
Good, I'm
Doing
good.
good.
What
What's
up?
up?
Good, good. All right. Well, I mean, it's a good time to be connected to Buffalo right now. That 716 connection. Obviously, you, Conway, being from Buffalo, Zach, you being with the Bills right now. Big things going on with the team making the playoffs. First home playoff game in 25 long years. You know, Conway, you just being from Buffalo, speak about how big that is for the city. And Zach, you being with the team, talk about how big that is just being connected to that monumental point.
It's major. It's definitely it's something we've been waiting, a feeling we've been waiting on for a long time. Like I said, man, I'm happy. I'm happy as hell about it. You know what I mean? It's like the city. Buffalo fans. We've been, we die hard fans. So, we've been waiting on this moment for a while. Like you said, for like 20 years. So man, it's just dope to see it happening. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. Zach?
Yeah, definitely. It's been a very long time. I'm new to it and everything like that. And, to experience being in my first year, being a part of history to this fan base and stuff like that is real, real dope. And we just want to continue to have that success, definitely this year and closing this year out the right way. And then, for years down the road and, continue to bring success and, kind of bring in that new wave and expectations of success.
Yeah, that's what Dion Dawkins was saying earlier this week, that this is the new age Buffalo Bills. Zach, I know you haven't had a chance to experience Bills Mafia. I haven't either, being new to Buffalo. Obviously, there's no fans in the stadium. There will be this first game. But Conway, what's it mean just to be a part of Bills Mafia? Because they say, that's one of the best fan bases in the NFL.
Yeah, man, we've been through it, through the good and the bad, with the team. You know what I'm saying? And the fan just don't inside of us just don't die out. You know what I mean? We stick with the team, through the good times and the bad times, the ups and downs, and it's just amazing to see the type of season, that we've had, this year, man. And I know a couple of players, and like I told the guys, man, I'm super proud of them of the season that they had thus far. You know what I mean? I just want to let them know, like, man, yeah, man, we y'all did something amazing. Y'all should be proud of yourself. You know what I mean? Hold your heads up high. Y'all did something amazing for the city of Buffalo. I'm here in the middle of it. I still live it, so I see like the impact that it's having, man. And Bills fans worldwide, including myself, we're just extremely happy, man, to see it right now.
Right. And it seems like, players are really big into giving back to Buffalo. Even people who are just from Buffalo love to give back to the community. Zach, you've already been getting involved in the community as a rookie already. What are some of the type of things that you've been able to do?
So far, me and my team, we've, tried to do as much as we possibly could. And one of the biggest projects that we're working on right now is the Lackawanna Life Center, where we're, bringing housing, medical staff, and a gymnasium and everything to a church for that area, which is, has a lot less than a lot of other places in the city and the community and stuff like that. So we've been, we're doing a cleat giveaway, which will be given away real soon in a couple of days. And, we've been doing everything we possibly can to, try and give back and try and help, especially with this entire COVID situation going on and stuff like that. So it's been a blessing to be in this situation to, even do anything like this.
And how'd you guys come up with that,
Mhm.
wanting to give with the gymnasium and things like that?
For one, I grew up in a church. That's something that my mom definitely kept us in, and when this opportunity came up, once my team approached me about it and stuff like that, it was kind of like a no brainer. We wanted to definitely do something. Just trying to keep kids out of danger and keep them away from certain things. Sports was a big outlet for me growing up in the inner cities of Miami and stuff like that. So, if I was able to mix away just having certain things. I feel like if I was able to give back, no matter where I was at, it was definitely something I wanted to do.
Right. And that's big because in that position, both of you guys have a lot of people that look up to you, especially because you guys are in the public eye. So that's amazing that both of you guys are giving back. Conway, I know that you have a charity as well, Conway Cares charity. So what exactly is that, and what have you been able to do within your city of Buffalo?
Yeah, I've just been just giving back, like doing like toy drives and coat and hat and scarf drives. Passing out like turkeys and stuff for Thanksgiving, hot meals for Thanksgiving for people in need, and you know what I'm saying, just sponsor a couple of families for some Christmas, some toys, just some unfortunate families that, just needed a little help. And, I just try to do whatever I can to try to lift, people's spirits during, these bad times, like with the pandemic and everything going on. Man, people just need a little, sometimes they need a little, just a sign that, to show like people, we ain't forgot about them and we care about, what they're going through as well. So, with the Conway Cares Foundation, that's really what we try to focus on, just like, kids and in need, and, just other people who just, need their spirit lifted in whatever way we can.
And how big is that just for you? Because I mean, it's one thing to give, to different communities, but to do it in a community that you were born and bred and raised in, what's that mean to you to be able to help others in need, especially in, a time of COVID-19 when we have no idea when it's actually going to end?
Right. It mean a lot for me. It's a very big deal because, coming from like where I'm from, the community I'm from on the east side, we didn't really have like, there's never really been no entertainers from Buffalo to really, especially from like where I'm from, what I'm saying, to get the opportunity to be on this platform or to be in this position, you know what I'm saying? So I don't take that for granted, and I just try to, like, what I'm saying, use my position to just, give back. Nobody, when I was growing up, we didn't have nobody to really do that for us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to like change things. So to show these youngsters, man, like, what I mean? It's people, we care about them, and man, we're gonna lead them like men, like kings, like generals, you know what I'm saying? And lead them the right way, you know what I'm saying?
For sure. You have
to lead by example, yeah.
Yeah, and you got to, like I said, both of you guys are in high positions, and people, and especially young men and women, whatever, are looking up to both you guys. Now, you mentioned something interesting in there where, there's a lot of entertainers that come from Buffalo. I know, Zach, obviously being from Miami, you're from a huge city, as well as me, I'm from New York. So it's different. I haven't been able to experience, kind of that nightlife or, the festivals or all the things that Buffalo has to offer. So far, Zach,
Yeah.
what's your impression of what you've been able to get out somewhat and do, because you guys have a lot of restrictions when it comes to the team?
Yeah, we definitely got a lot of restrictions and stuff like that. But I mean, for me, coming from Miami, I'm more of definitely, the opposite of Miami. I'm real quiet, real, mellow. It likes to, play the back row and stuff like that. So, and for me, Buffalo has been really good. Just it kind of fits how I am. It's real quiet. It's real nice. Everybody here is very pleasant when you meet them, and they all care about you no matter where you're from. And to be in my first NFL city and stuff like that, it's been a blessing to be here and to definitely be greeted with welcoming arms.
Well, you talk about just being a part of the team. We didn't ask you this. How's it feel just to be going into your actual first playoff game, though?
It's still surreal. I still haven't really wrapped my mind around it. Honestly, I think just because I'm in it right now and I'm just focused on, trying to get to that next game. We're trying to get to, take care of 1 week at a time and stuff like that. So, I mean, definitely, once the season is over, I'll definitely have some time to reflect and think about things. And, just it's for one, a lot of guys on the team who've come from a lot of different teams and stuff like that have told me, being a rookie, that don't get used to this. It's not it's not every year that you're going to be 13-3, being that second seed in AFC, with a really good chance to go to the Super Bowl and stuff like that. So I've just been taking everything as a blessing, and just trying to continue to build and try to better myself so I can continue to bring something to the table for the team.
Right. And it's got to be a transition from coming from Utah and then going to the we'll just say East Coast and North. And I mean, there's a lot of snow in Utah. Is there snow in Utah?
Yeah, it's snowed. I was like,
You're good on the weather.
yeah. I can't. I mean, I'm from Miami, so once I went to Utah, it was, all right, we got to get to the league no matter what the weather is. And now, when I got drafted to Buffalo, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to mess with the snow again.
Yeah.
But, it's still a blessing.
Well, okay, we have to talk about it. I know that, like you said, they've told you you're not always going to be a part of a 13-3 team. And Conway, you've talked about just how proud you are of the team and how they've gotten to where they are. It's just interesting because it's taken this long for the Buffalo Bills to win an AFC East title. And a lot of people, it was almost, this team was a joke to almost go to back in the day. And I was like, nah, you want to be a part of this team. This is what it is. And for a conference that's just been dominated by the New England Patriots for so long, and now that table has turned, is it still kind of crazy to be like, this team can and has a great chance of going to the Super Bowl now? Zach, I know you're on the team, so you got to be like, no, it's not like that. But I mean, it's just kind of crazy, Conway, for you just to be saying that because it's been so long since you guys have been able to just forward Super Bowl.
Yeah, man, it definitely sounds. You know what I mean? It's surreal. Like I said, it's surreal. It just feel crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, man, it's been so long. You know what I mean? For like, since I can't even remember, like 20 years or something like that. So it's like, you know what I mean? The 90s or something like that. So, man, for us to, like you said, that table was turned, and I see us just being, those guys that's in the driver's seat of the division for the next few years to come. You know what I mean? I'm just, man, it's exciting. It's exciting to see. The thing like with the Bills, you know what I mean? A lot of people got this feeling of like, you know what I mean? Like you waiting on something to happen bad or whatever, but like it's like, man, at this point you see like, man, it's lit.
Yeah.
It's lit. So I'm like, man, I'm so happy and excited. You know what I mean? I can't wait till Saturday.
Yeah. I could only imagine, how many I guess I hear that the fans like to jump or break tables and land on them and things like that. So I can only imagine how many.
I might jump through one after Saturday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I'm feeling, man. I'm feeling real good about how far we gonna go.
Right. Zach, talking about that you guys are playing Saturday at 1:00. A lot of people were like, that's a little bit of a snub. You guys should have been playing a little bit more prime time.
I think it's still good. I mean, people still gonna tune into our game regardless of what time it is and stuff like that. I mean, I think it's a vantage point for us. You know what I mean? If we, go out there and take care of our business and stuff like that, it essentially gives us an extra day of rest to get ready for, going into that second week of the playoffs and stuff like that. So I'm actually pretty good with it. We've played on Saturday before this season, so it's not something that's, totally new to us and stuff like that. So, we all pros and stuff like that, and we know how to take care of our business definitely when that time comes.
And it seems like Saturdays have been pretty good for you guys because Saturdays when you actually clinch the AFC title. So obviously this Saturday might come with the win as well. But so you got the Buffalo Bills, you got the Sabres, you kind of had the Toronto Blue Jays this year. Now there's no wrestling here, but I do hear that you guys have that connection that you both are into wrestling. And so how will that came about? Because there's not a lot of people that you hear are just naturally into wrestling. And I do feel like it's fake. There's no way it's fake.
Yeah, nah. I mean, I've been into it since I was a kid. You know what I mean? I just love the beauty of it. I just find like, I don't know, I'm weird. I find art in it and beauty in it. Like, you know what I mean? The moves, the choreography, the showmanship. You know what I mean? It's like I'm genuinely entertained. Like I really enjoy to watch it. I've been watching it and enjoying it since I was a kid. So it's like, it's just good to, you know what I mean, to have something like some people still, they watch like anime still, or, you know what I'm saying, whatever they into, which I'm into anime too, but you know what I'm saying, I just loved wrestling always. Like even when it started getting corny, I still was finding, you know what I mean, entertainment out of it.
Yeah, definitely for me. I've always been a wrestling fan since I was small. I can literally remember having my mom go to Walmart buying the title belts, the Jeff Hardy sleeves, all this type of stuff, John Cena stuff. And you know, just doing the whole flips, wrestling with my brother, slamming them and stuff like that. And you know, we had the whole thing, me, my cousins, and everything. So it's always been something that I've always enjoyed since I was youngin'. So I mean, still, hopefully, I can get to go to a match one day and just, you know, kind of see those people in person. Because I remember when they came to Miami one time for WrestleMania and stuff like that, and just driving by the night of it happening, you could see just lights and stuff like that. So I still got those memories and stuff like that. So I've always been a big fan of that, for sure.
I've been able to go and see, like, I guess it's a SmackDown match, and I don't know. I can't get with it. I feel like you have to be able to really act to be in wrestling, because I don't know what's real and I don't know what's fake. I have a really good friend right now, Bianca Belair from the University of Tennessee. She's kind of killing. She's got like the long braid. I don't know if you guys watch her, but she was just SmackDown, and I mean, she's whooping girls' butts, but like,
Yeah.
is she really this girl?
You wouldn't know. It's crazy.
Nah, you want to know? That's what make it raw. Like, and that's the dope part about it. And especially if you go to like a live show, if you're fortunate to go to like actual live, like Raw, or SmackDown, or even like a pay-per-view event, I'm telling you, it's hard for me to see somebody that don't have the time of their life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's electric.
If you guys were to change your lifestyles, we'll say, and you weren't a football player, you weren't a rapper, and you guys got into wrestling, the question is, what would you guys' names be?
Wow, that's a good question. That's a good question.
That's a great question.
I'll probably be the machine still. I would still be the machine. You know what I mean? I would be that bad guy in wrestling that still everybody cheer for and love. The heel. I would be a heel still. You know what I mean? The machine. I would, you know what I mean? Some fans booing me, some fans cheering for me. That's what I like. I always like the bad guys in wrestling.
Yeah. Zach?
I don't know what my name would be, but if I had to model somebody who I try to be like from wrestling, probably would be, I don't know, I'm in between like a Triple H or John Cena. Yeah. I think just from the point where they were always looked at good, and then they had a flip where they went bad, and then they went back good and stuff like that. I think those two, and they always came out victorious at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
So that's the biggest part. You got to win. You can't just be doing stuff to do it. You got to win.
Right.
So I thought that the big guy in that was Stone Cold Steve Austin, or is like he's too old? I don't know.
Yeah, he was, but he retired. Yeah, he was he a legend.
Yeah, well, you know, I'll have to check it out. I'm not too big.
You gotta get hip.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You know what? If it ever comes to Buffalo, Conway, Zach, we're all gonna go to a match, and then we will reconvene after that and see how I feel. Is that
dope?
I'm down.
Yeah, we gotta persuade her back to, you know what I mean, make her a wrestling fan. You feel me?
Exactly.
Have her in the crowd with the T-shirt on and all that.
Now, let me tell you something I do wish that Buffalo had, which I know they used to have back in the day, was a basketball team. So I know you have a good relationship, Conway, with Kevin Durant, I believe. How did that relationship come about, and you know, what was that situation like?
Man, it was dope. He actually, a friend of mine, my man Set Free, brought him. He came to the show, like KD. He was with KD, and KD told him like KD always was a fan of mine, like of my music and stuff. And you know, he wanted to come to the show, like, you know what I mean, let's go to the show. And they came like right off the plane. KD still had a suitcase of luggage, and they came to one of my shows and just connected from there. We left the show, went to the studio together, and then we just always stayed in touch. And like every time I'm, you know, in whatever city he in, I go pull up on him, and you know what I mean, and vice versa. So, you know what I mean, that's my man. Linked up through the music, man. You know what I'm saying?
So is it safe that you're going for the Nets?
The Nets, yeah. I'm going for the Nets, man. Wherever KD go, I go.
I'm like a little bit of a bandwagon fan. I don't know. Like, we team hopping? What we doing? So you telling me right now? I'm gonna just ask you straight up. So you respected his decision the way that he moved from, what was it, OKC to the Warriors?
Honestly, yeah. You know, man, we talked about that, and I told him, like, you know, man, like, you know, I asked him what he was, you know, what was his thought process in that decision and all that, and you know, I respect it. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't feel like he did nothing. You know what I mean? As extreme as people try to make it sound and seem. I mean, he was a free agent. Shit, he went and got him a bag and a couple of rings. I ain't mad at that. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. But listen, the point is you can get your bag, but are you going to tell Russ, who's your main guy, you know, and respect him and not let him find out via, you know, this podcast type of thing that he's pretty much going. I mean, Zach, you gotta at least tell. Well, I don't know, football is different.
That part. I get that part of it. I get that part of it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, I feel like as a man, I don't feel like, you know what I mean, what another man does should emotionally affect me. You know what I mean? Whatever decision you make for you and your family and your future, I gotta respect that. I don't feel like, you know what I mean, you owe me no explanations or what you want to do with your life and your career. So, you know what I mean? But I do understand that, like, yo, I'm your team. You put it, you know what I mean? Come on, let's do it. So I get that too, but I never really played organized sports. So I don't really, you know what I mean? I don't know how much value that hold. I just know, like, on man time, like, I would feel weird having an emotional reaction to, you know what I mean?
So, Zach, you don't feel like Katie could at least been like, I'm leaving. Not the explanation, but I'm going to leave and go to another team.
Yeah, I think he could have gave you know, explanation to Russ and, you know, maybe the organization or whatever. You know, specifically Russ, just because everybody know how dynamic they were, and they had been to a championship, and to lose, being up 3-1 to Golden State that year, you know, maybe they should have had some type of conversation and stuff like that. But like you said, though, you definitely shouldn't have emotional feels towards another man's decision and things that he do in his life. I've had this conversation, this argument, plenty of times with a lot of my homies and stuff like that. But for me, I know it wasn't anything emotional, but I think just from the competition standpoint of it, it was. I didn't take it like, oh man, because I wanted him to go to like Spurs or somebody else to knock off Golden State, you know, to see if they were really as good as they thought they were. You know what I mean? So
me too.
Yeah, something like that. You know what I mean? But like you said, you definitely should have been emotionally like, hurt and stuff like that.
Yeah, you shouldn't be emotional. Yeah, you're right about that though. And the competitive side of it. Yeah, you know, I mean, I told him that, like, you know what I'm saying, but. You know, I ain't mad at it. You know, I would have liked to go to, you know what I'm saying? I told him, I'm like, yo, why you ain't go to DC? Like, you from out there? You know what I'm saying? I feel like you, John Wall, Bill, you know what I'm saying? And we talking about a few team scenarios, you know what I'm saying? And he just felt that was the one.
You can't have two superstars that caliber on two teams. No. John Wall,
right.
They're either way. He might as well play for the Heat as much as he's in Miami for one thing.
Right.
You know what? And a lot of players, it's not good for them to go back home. Like, that's one thing I've always heard, that it gets distracted. It's just a distraction.
Right.
People asking you for stuff and things like that. So, I mean, for you, Zach, actually, with that, would you want to come and play for the Miami Dolphins? I know he's with Bill's Mafia, so guys, don't shoot me. I was just wondering, like, is that something ever before that you thought about wanting to go back on the home team?
Yeah, definitely. I think anybody, no matter what lane you in, sports, music, acting, anything like that, you always want to be able to go back home, you know, especially when you've been away for so long. Like I spent 4 years in an entirely different state, and it was always, you know, maybe like hopefully a thing where, hey, maybe I do go back and I play home in front of my mom, my family, and my friends and stuff like that, which would have been dope. You know, always go out there on a Sunday, and then you go home, you get to hang out with them and stuff like that, and kind of just make up for time. But it's definitely something that is real, where you go back home and you got all these distractions and stuff like that. And I mean, it's kind of evident when you see Dwayne Haskins, the quarterback for the Washington football team. He's from there, and all the distractions and things like that that's been coming out in the media about him. And the reason he hasn't had the success that a lot of people may have thought he was going to have being a first round pick. So there's some truth to that, definitely. You always, you know, kind of just got to remember what's the number one thing and why you got here, and trying to stay on that lane, which is always easier said than done.
Well, I see that the clip I saw from you back in high school, your hair has definitely came a long way. Congratulations about this. I do gotta ask, we're gonna transition back to Buffalo real quick. So I know for me, my two biggest things that I do besides work in Buffalo is work out and eat. I live to eat. I eat to live, whatever you want to say. They always say that basically, that the food is phenomenal in Buffalo. So Conway, for you, you know, what are your top places that you really like going? I understand you're gonna probably say Anchor Bar and Bar Bill, and I'm really sorry for everyone that is from Buffalo listeners. That Bar Bill's not hitting. That Anchor Bar's not hitting. I never even
had like Barbell, but I don't really, you know what I mean? I ain't a fan of the Anchor Bar either. I'm gonna keep it honest. I go to I'm like on Lenova's, you know what I'm saying? Wing Kings, you know, Brothers. That's what, like, you know, a lot of spots like local, just
right,
you know, wherever, you know what I'm saying? Wherever.
I will tell you,
trying to eat healthy though lately on some
that's
vegetables and rice and shit. I've been just shopping at Wegmans lately.
Yeah. That's one thing, Zach. I don't know if you've been on that.
No fast food, no eating out.
Right. That's what I've heard, that Wegmans is like, that's the spot to go. I was trying to decide between that and Tops, and everybody's like, no, if you want something good, go to Wegmans. So I'm like, I've never been anywhere but Wegmans. You know, I never turn my back on Walmart now. I still stay faithful to Walmart.
No question.
Wegmans and stuff. Have you been able to shop there, Zach?
Yeah, my girl goes to Wegmans all the time. That's everything we got is mostly from Wegmans. So she liked that spot a lot. I don't really get a chance to go inside the stores a lot. Everything I get when I come back from practice or whatever, I'll be like, I ain't trying to do much today. So she usually take care of all that stuff. But the few times I've been in there though, it's real nice, and they got a lot of options, a lot of good stuff in there. So I mean, I was gonna say Bar Bills. I haven't really been to all the wing spots and stuff like that. I've heard Elmo's is pretty good and stuff like that. So I still need to, you know, keep looking and searching for all these food spots.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to get around too much. I stay going to Chick-fil-A, but that Chick-fil-A line, I don't know if you've been there, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I know I'm dedicated when I wait in that line every time. One place I know that like supporting, like, you know, small local businesses and things like that. I've tried to 100% do that. But I have not been able to get the Shies and get a chopped, you know, I don't want to say chopped cheese, but listen, Shies is never open. That's the problem that I have with some Black businesses. You never know.
That's true.
That type of stuff really upsets me. Like, listen, we can't support you. I never know when you're open. Call in, no one picks up. I've been at Buffalo. It's downtown Buffalo. Buffalo Soul. I stay there. I mean, I'm there. So if you haven't been there, Zach.
That's right there. I think that's on Pearl right there downtown. Yeah. I mean, like, I go to a lot of. I can't really go everywhere no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of go to like places like maybe like Chop House or like Salvatore. It's a restaurant in the casino in the falls called the Western Door. That's fire. You know what I mean? I'll be trying to give me some spinach and fillets and shit and lobster tails. I'll be on that type of time.
Oh, excuse me. My bad. Now I've been to
because you said the shit don't be open sometimes. Like, you know what I mean? You know how I go in the hood. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's why I gotta stop going, because they ain't never open.
Check out Soul Plate on Genesee. Get a fish breakfast.
I'm gonna go out there. I have been to the falls of that casino. You know, occasionally I like to play a couple numbers and you know, put a little point spread. Shout out.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That made me lose my point spread. Man, I had an 18 point spread. Okay, 18 points, and then, you know, Notre Dame was playing around, and because my point spread was crazy, and it was gonna happen, and then they scored under the last minute 30. So this is exactly why I don't gamble. So
nah, for real.
Just leave it alone. And Clemson, I took the over. I don't know, man. It's a terrible day for me. So anyway, we just gonna transition from that. But I know both of you guys are sneakerheads. So for y'all, what's the average day for y'all? What y'all wearing? What's your top sneaker? I've been struggling with this crazy. Let me tell you what this guy told me. I went to Buffalo, I went to the mall, and I was looking for a all white, just low top force. Very simple, everyone's got those now. And he told me, he's like, yeah, no, man, that's the hottest shoe in the game right now. He told me to go to StockX. I was like, what? Go to StockX to buy a low top? No, that's crazy. But it's crazy now. I've been going to different malls. I'm here in Miami now, and they don't have them either. And I'm like, geez, all right, it's kind of crazy right now.
Yeah, it's crazy to get the Nike ones. I don't know. I just it depends on what I'm wearing, how I decide what I'm gonna wear on my feet. Like when I'm gonna drip with this shit, like I might come off white 5. I had the off white 5s on yesterday. I just got some red bottoms on today. I got a gang of stuff though. I got mad sneakers. I'm a collector of, I wouldn't say I'm a collector, but because I wear all mine. But I definitely like to, keep some fly feet pieces on.
Mm-hmm. Zach, what about you? I mean, I know he just, threw out the lubes and,
little subtle flex.
Your flex is far from slight tonight. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Me, it's like you said, like it depends on whatever I'm wearing or however I feel that day. For me, I'm always most of my days, going in and out of the facility and stuff like that. So I try to keep on something that's real, comfortable and won't hurt my feet too much and stuff like that. But I like, got a few off-whites, Yeezys, Balenci's, like whatever it may be, whatever I feel that I'm gonna be able to wear a lot, with different options and stuff like that. And plus, I mean, whatever shoe I get, usually like if it's like I play basketball a lot in the off season and stuff like that, so I play in all my shoes if I can, and that's just how I've always been since I was in high school. That's when I fell in love with shoes, and I feel like it's just another way you can just express yourself.
When you're rich like that, you can play ball in your off-whites and your Yeezys.
Right.
You know what I mean? I ain't getting that kind of money yet. I still go throw on, the old pennies, the old pair of pennies or something.
It's always so funny too watching. I'm not gonna lie, watching football players play basketball, because it's like there are these buff dudes like running up and down the court like just so incredibly hard. Like I always thought that was super funny. I don't know.
Everybody, every play.
Hey, relax. It's okay. I don't know what my favorite shoe, probably the hoop, and I used to hoop up through college. So I don't know what I really don't. I like LeBron on a personal level, kind of, but I don't like him on the court. So I hate saying LeBron's, but those were the most comfortable shoes I had. My favorite sneaker right now to wear, doesn't matter. I do love 11s, but they're not comfortable all the time, like to wear them all day. But they are beautiful. I love my Concours. I have 3 pairs. But the ones, Jordan ones, you can never go wrong. Doesn't matter what color wave. It don't matter what it is. I love the pine toe though.
Yeah. I just got into like the SBs and stuff like that as well. So all those shoes, stuff I wouldn't have worn back then, I'm feeling, starting to, turn a leaf in a way, just starting to try new stuff and stuff like that.
But I look very flex for my birthday. I have my Gucci's on today. I might wear my I got a little bit. I was looking for some.
Talk.
If anyone wants to add to the fun of actually get some, Balenciagas or whatever, we're all here for it. It's not a problem, But yeah, but the Gucci's like they're kind of like the sneakers, but they're not the most comfortable on those either. Like I don't know, for me, like if I'm on game day, I like to switch it up. I like to wear heels, but I love to have a pair of sneakers that go with my outfit, because when you're on the sideline or whatever, like young black female, a lot of people ain't checking for that. So I always have to feel like my shoe game must be on point. Like it has to be matching everything I have together.
100%. I mean, you drip. You like to drip, man. What can I say? What can you say?
I'm trying to bring a little drip to Channel 2 in Buffalo. I don't know. Have you seen that type of drip?
I ain't seen it. Do your thing though.
I see you dripping on Channel 2, bringing a drip.
Yeah. Claudine Ewing has probably been the one person that's been there the longest, and I was telling her about this. She was like, "Oh, Conway, that's real Buffalo." I was like, "Yep, yep."
Yeah. So my love, man, Claudine. Wow.
I definitely will. Well, just wrapping this up, last thoughts, Zach, how you feeling? Like I said, I know we already touched on it, but obviously a big game on Saturday, just representing 716, a big platform and day for the Buffalo Bills and Bills Mafia, and going to have a chance to have 6,700 fans. You actually probably, I'm assuming, are going to have some of your friends and family come to that game since now they're able to.
Yeah, it's still a whole process on that stuff with, COVID testing and people who flying in and out with the whole New York state rules on that type of stuff. So, I got a few people coming, my girl and my agent's going to be in the stand and stuff like that. But I was lucky to have my mom and my family see me play in Miami a couple months ago, back in week 2 against the Dolphins. So, it was a long year and stuff like that in that sense, but I'm still happy we get to have 600-700 fans in the stadium, and I've already been told, I've been hearing from fans and stuff like that through social media and everything, that it's still gonna sound like the whole stadium is packed. So definitely 1 o'clock is gonna be rocking in there for sure.
Well, definitely, we're all looking forward to it. Conway, for you, you have a lot of new music on there. So when can we expect that? What do you have coming up? What's in the works and all that?
I have an EP coming maybe like in another week or 2. Called If It Bleeds, It's Gonna Be Killed. I don't know exactly the date, but it'll be out in a couple of weeks. Then I got my album debut on a major. I'm on Shady Records. God Don't Make Mistakes. We're gonna get that out like February, probably like early March. That's what we're hoping for. You know what I mean? This is an incredible project. It's probably my best body of work so far. And I'm just excited, to put on for the city and, the have this new piece of, this new masterpiece for my fans. You know what I'm saying? New fans.
Yeah, we're excited for it. We'll make sure we check out that. I know we're gonna check out the Bills. Conway, last one thing for you. I know you already have a lot of your music together, but they have said I sound like a little bit of mix of Beyonce, a little Whitney, a little song.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you need me on the track. I don't have problems. I ad lib. It's not a problem. Zach, I can't really help you with football. I'm not that good. I can talk about it. So we all help each other here. But just let me know.
Yeah, I'll be in touch. I'll definitely use that. I'll definitely be in touch.
Yeah,
see what you got. Bring that drip to the studio. You know what I mean?
Listen, I don't go anywhere not dripping. Okay, just know that you'll never catch me in Buffalo not dripping. I don't stepped out the Wegmans. I'm probably not looking his best, but I'm always together. I know something about Buffalo. People, they watch the news there, so they know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm like, dang, like glasses on and hair wrapped up. Definitely can't wear my bonnet nowhere. I learned that.
You get spotted out in the stores, huh?
Exactly. Well, I appreciate you gentlemen for joining me tonight. This was fun. We'll make sure, hopefully, Moss Mode coming back again. We'll keep you guys all updated when that next episode will be out. I'm gonna go throw on my red bottoms, go enjoy my little birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. Yeah. Happy birthday. Salute.
Everything. Okay. I see it. Yeah.
Fire.
I just want everyone to know I'm out here. So I'm celebrating my 21st birthday, so that's what we
do. Man. Salute. Enjoy your night. You know what I mean? Happy birthday.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys. All right. And again, we'll keep you guys all updated on the next Moss Mode episode. So good luck this weekend, Zach. Good luck with you and your upcoming music, Conway, and we'll do it again soon.
Appreciate you hopping on with us, Conway.
You already know, man. Thanks for having me, man. Good luck this weekend, King. Love.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, guys.